I think it's important to each of us learn about the selection.
Yeah. So first of all, I think results are important. I have to make a distinction between the selection of my own pigeons, and sometimes I try to buy 1 or 2 pigeons per year to cross, to not have too much inbred. For my own pigeons, they have to have a good result. I know where they are coming from, so I only have 12 couples of breeders. All of them flew top 10 national mainly. So I know parents are already good performers. And then I also select on the races, but also on the feeling. Yeah. And so all my pigeons will have thick feather, and which is for me mainly important next to the result is also the shoulder. Yeah. Because here where I live, I need to have tough conditions to be first national. So they have to fly 8, 9, 10, 11 hours. And they can only do so when they have, I can show you if you want. I look at this thickness. So this is the thickness of the shoulder. As you can feel here, it's like almost, here the muscle is like 1 centimeter. It should be it should be very thick. And then also the arm has to be close to the body. Otherwise they cannot fly 8, 9 hours against wind. When there is a headwind, you need pigeons thick, short forearm and close to the body. Otherwise you cannot do that. So speed pigeons, they can be good, but they will not have this wing like he has. And you can feel that. So if this is close to the body, you can feel it. Here you have a bone, which is also going here. So it's the same bone. I think you know that. And this has to be as close as possible to the body, because then with headwind, they can fly like this. If the wing is far away, they have to do like that, and they don't keep it 3 or 4 hours. And if it's strong, then they can make speed for 10, 11, 12, 13 hours in a row. And all my birds have this.
And you do that from the youngsters?
Yes. Yes. Of course, I have to be honest. When I started to play well 6 years ago, 5 years ago, I breed 100 youngsters. I had to kill 10 youngsters. Now all my young birds have this because I select year after year after year after year. And so this is, and then of course they have to be closed, but they don't have to be 100% closed. But the back has to be strong. They don't have to be closed fan bones. They can be slightly open, but as you can see, this one, he will not move. So it has to be strong. And then, the muscle is also important. But I think this is the most important thing. And then for the breeders, so this is for my racing birds. So they have to have all these things. So good wing, muscle, good back, good result. And for my breeders, I only put them on my breeding loft when they can fly a top 10 national result in Belgium. And preferably in hard condition. Like this one, first national, I have the second international, Bordeaux, I have the third national. So all my breeders are not only descendants from the one cock Julien which you mentioned, but they also perform well. And I think that's important. I think most people like pedigree. I also like pedigree, but to see if parents are family or if the bird is coming from a family or not. And also parents have to race, or at least one parent has to have good racing results. And if not, it should be a top breeder. But I prefer top racer, and grandparents also 2 or 3 top racers. So I don't like to
full pedigree.
Yeah, but for me that's the pedigree. So I don't. Yeah, you see a lot of that pedigrees, grandson of or with famous names, but then the parents didn't race. The grandparents didn't race. Yeah, I mean this is a lottery ticket you buy. I prefer to have parents raised and grandparents also, and a family also. So that's my opinion. And then if I buy something, which doesn't happen a lot because I do inbreeding, but you can't go too far with inbreeding. But I look also that the parents race, are their brother or sisters which race well, that the grandparents race. So for me that's the pedigree, and not the name which is in the pedigree. And these are for me the 2 main criteria, Marius. So I look at the racing results and the look of my own birds, and if it's another one which happens, I look at if it's a good family, if parents race or not. Even inbred, I think inbred also parents should have been racing.
The best case.
Yes, so that's my opinion. Yeah. So and
impressive pigeon.
Yeah, and also I like to select pigeons when race was tough.
Mm-hmm.
So I sometimes have a good result on 300 kilometer, but for me that's not that important. But if I know it's 700 kilometer and they was a hot day with headwind, then I can say everybody who's coming after the 300 national today, I will not keep.
Yeah.
Yes, because with my yearlings I can do that. So like for example in 2020 there was Suyak, 700 kilometer, a warm day, and then after I had 40 birds in race, I had a very good result. I think 16 or 17 pigeons in the 201st national. But after half an hour I said, now all my yearlings who come later, which didn't have a significant result before, I kill. And then I do that the evening myself. I go with my basket, then my wife knows, there he goes again. And then I take all pigeons coming too late, because these are honest races.
So you think the hard race in the hot and headwind are the race to select the real pigeons?
Yes, but
that's your opinion.
Yes, that's my opinion, and also because I live here in Belgium, not at the end. I live in the beginning of Belgium, in the middle. I only can play first national when there is a headwind and warm. So if it's 1600 meters flight, I cannot win. So I don't select my pigeons at that. So it's also my opinion, but also because I live where I live here. You understand? Yeah.
So it's the right selection for your position.
Yeah, and I think people have to make choices. You cannot compensate. I cannot say, yes, but if it's 1600 meters and there is 500 kilometer race, I will do some speed pigeons with these pigeons. Why? To have the 200 national? I don't care. I want to be first national or top 10 national. So I also don't mix these speed pigeons. If it's a 1600 meter race, then I don't care if I have the 200 national, because I can never win that day, because they with the tailwind they have advantage mathematically. So I cannot win anyway. So why would I cross and let my own pigeons go worse? So I try to be even better with headwind and You understand? So,
Yeah.
and okay, sometimes you have 3-4 weeks in a row headwind, and then I'm lucky. Sometimes you have to wait some weeks, then I'm not lucky.
So to advise, very important to select through the speed you have,
Yeah.
general speed, not
Yes.
and then wait till the condition will be well for your pigeons.
Yes.
Because we'll come at the end.
Yes.
Sometimes we have tailwind, sometimes headwind.
Yes. But of course, with the climate change,
Yes.
we see that
More
here
and
in
more
Belgium,
difficult.
more and more tough races, headwind. So for that, the climate race is perhaps not that bad. But
I
that's
just
the
want
only
to
thing
say
that-
this one more, because in Romania we have a big countries flying from many directions,
Yes.
not all from the same.
Yes.
And there is area where the races are more tough,
Yeah.
difficult, and area where the speed is higher.
Yes.
So it's a big, sometimes a big debate which pigeons are better, but I don't think it's better. Each of them are better for his
Yes,
conditions.
I think so too. I think you have to be honest and say, look at yourself, where do I live?
Exactly.
And if you buy then pigeons, you have to buy from people who have the same conditions,
Like you.
like me.
I always say that.
But then you don't have to mix. That doesn't. It's like compensating. It's like compensating ugly pigeons with nice pigeons. That doesn't make any sense. Just put two nice pigeons and good pigeons together then. But also, speed pigeons are.
This is not working only to the humans.
Yeah. There you have.
May take a nice woman.
Yes, like for example, I'm ugly, but my wife is very handsome, so we have beautiful kids.
Yeah. I know this.
But
With the pigeons it's not
with the
working.
pigeons that's not working. Also, they have another constitution.
Yeah.
So their wings are farther away, not strong,
Yeah.
not short forearm. So and then you have sometimes you can move good ones, but sometimes not. And I think pigeons, you have to reduce the chance of getting bad pigeons. So the more you are consistent, the more chance you have to have good pigeons. You understand?
Yeah.
Also, when I race, I race all races. Also, when it's 1600 meters, I race.
Yeah.
I know I will not be the first, but okay, I race. But then my result is sometimes good, sometimes less good. But I never have a lot of pigeons early. I have early pigeons, but not all.
Yeah.
But if it's hot weather, I can have 16 birds in a row from 10 hours flight because they are the same. You understand? So they like warm weather. So yeah, you have to
Tough
choose.
conditions, yes.
So my advice would be just first you have to choose what you want, stick to that. So respect your strategy, and then invest in pigeons. That's my opinion, which are coming from a family. And not a mix of that. That's luck you buy then. But if you buy good family, but yeah, that's my opinion because I have also my family, of course. So I'm a bit predetermined, of course. And then yeah, you have to select hard.
It sure is working like that. We all know, but most of us don't do it.
No, I think people underestimate. Yeah, if you have a lot of different birds in your family, you buy a lottery ticket. It can be good,
Yes.
but the chance that you have good ones is reduced.
Mm.
That's for sure. That's like it. In the past, you named the big names some
Yeah.
minutes ago. These guys had all family, and then, like for example, the Janssens pigeons. At the end, they did so much inbred that themselves didn't play very well. But everybody who buy an inbreed Janssens and crossed it with his own good birds,
Yeah.
so to play you have to cross also sometimes, and that's difficult. But yeah, to breed inbred, for me personally, that's one of the best things to do. So that's a bit my advice. Choose your strategy, stick to that. Choose wisely what you invest in, and then you have to select very hard, and also look at the wing, the muscles, and so on.
So many advices.
Yeah, sorry for that.
Thank you. No. Don't speak about these things.
Yeah,
If you look at on the videos or on the live on Facebook, you can see a lot of talk.
yeah.
But no, at the end, not too many clear things.
Yeah, and I think, Marius, also, when I meet fanciers here, young fanciers, I think the good ones are also intelligent people, because they think before they do, and then they put the strategy and they go to that. I also did that 6 years ago when I restarted. I was a lousy pigeon racer, but then I said, when I restarted, now I want to be a good one. And then I did like in business, I made strategy, and then you think, and then you have to act to that. But a lot of people, they buy one pigeon there and one there, one there. They put it together and they think it will happen because they pay 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 euro. But that's not the thing.
This is often discussion. Oh, how much I invest? How much I invest?
Yeah, yes, that's yeah. Julien, my basic breeder, comes from Erik Vermander, which is one of my best friends and also my mentor. I got him for free. Yeah. Yeah, and I already bought the last year's expensive pigeons to cross with my family. Some of them I paid a lot, didn't do anything. Some of them I paid a lot, were good. Yeah, it's sometimes
You have to try it.
you have to try it. Yeah.
So this year, how was this year?
This year was okay. Yeah. I expected a bit more from it, to be honest. But I lost my employee of the pigeons, so I have somebody who cleans a bit, and he had a health problem beginning of June, so I had to do it myself. So I could not race all races anymore. So I had to pick the races. But on the races I played, it was okay. So I played first provincial Aachen, which is 700 kilometers. I played first provincial Tulle. I have the second national zone Châteauroux, 6th national Aachen, 6th national Libourne, 11th national Châteauroux, 18th national Tulle. I have the 5th best pigeon of Belgium on the long distance on 2 races. So on the races I played, I did okay, but I could not play all races because I was, for my job, not always present.
Tulle, it's how much? 600 and
Sorry?
the distance from
Tulle, 620.
620.
Yeah. Was 740. So yeah, I was satisfied with my year, also because a lot of good birds of 18 and 19 went to the breeding loft. So they were not present anymore, so I had to test a lot of new birds. So, but for example, the second international Aachen I put on the breeding loft, one of the best hens in Belgium of 2020 I put on the breeding loft, third national Bourget I put on the breeding loft. So yeah, the 5th best international hen of Europe on the long distance I put on the breeding loft. So I put 7, 8 very good pigeons of 18 and 19 on the breeding loft, and I only had 14 old birds this year. Of what one did very good. I will show him later.
Yeah.
It's or I will show him now. This is Super Julien. So, and he is the 5th best Kbdb ace long distance 2 races. Yeah. So he flew as 2 years old this year. Second on Bourget, which was the 55th national on Bourget. 2 weeks later he flew the 11th national of 18,000 on Limoges. And the first here in the club 20 minutes ahead. And 2 weeks later he was the first provincial on Tulle. Yeah. And he is very inbred Julien, 3 times Julien in it. So his father is Krak Julien, which is one of my main breeders, and is a son of Julien. And his mother is a double granddaughter of Julien. Yeah.
Same pigeons, like I told you, very, very strong pigeons.
Yeah,
very strong.
Yeah, and he's a very smart one also. Yeah. On Limoges, wind was northwest. He flew 11th of 18,000. On Thule, the wind was east. He flew 18th national and 1st provincial in East Flanders. So no matter which wind direction, he can fly top. Yeah. Well, he's still molting a bit. Yeah, I bred some youngsters from him, and then yeah, he's still molting a bit.
Very nice one.
Yeah, I hope he will be my head man for next year. Yeah.
Huh?
So, and on Libourne, I played him to be the national ace pigeon, but he came home only one feather in his tail. Luckily, he came home. So, that evening he could be, but yeah, I was beaten by other very good pigeons. But he came at home, so I was lucky. Only here on the left side there was one feather standing, all the rest was away. I think he was attacked by but he's a very smart pigeon. And what I like also, and that's emotional, he's not only good, he's very much Julien, because he's inbred. And that's, for me, that's also nice to know. So his father is a son of Julien, and his mother is a double granddaughter. So that's also, for me, emotionally nice to know. Yeah.
And maybe it will be a next top breeder.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. I still have the father, I still have the mother, so I put them together. And what's also strange, so the father is a blue one, the mother has one white feather, and I think with the inbred, more and more white is coming in. Mm-hmm. I bred youngsters from him. They are even more white than him, with a blue hen. And I think the inbred comes a bit white again in my pigeons. But okay. Star Julien, which we just handled.
Oh.
Yeah. So she's a yearling. Her sister last year was the 15th national ace Kbdb extreme long distance. A very good pigeon. And she flew 6th national Libourne, which was a very tough race this year. She came home at 8 o'clock and was released at 7 o'clock. So she has the 2nd provincial and the 6th national this year. And 2 weeks before she had the 150th national brieven.
Good muscles.
Yeah, she was very impressive, not tired, was.
And her sister, what fly for?
Her sister flew Narbonne and Agen last year. Yeah.
Narbonne here is
900 kilometers.
900.
Yeah. And another sister, another half sister, flew top on Argenton and so on, but with another hen. So Star Julien coupled with another hen. So it's one of the 3 hens which I told coming from Star Julien, which are flying greatly. Yeah, they are trembling. That's also something which they have. Yeah. So it's a half sister of the other hen.
I think it's very promising.
I think so too. I think, but she's
Try to catch it.
Also, as a youngster, you know, I don't raise my youngsters.
Yeah.
So she wasn't trained as a youngster. So, and then fly already 6th national this year. I think that's promising. Yeah. But 1st national Libourne would be better, like a father. But okay, it was 6th national. Perhaps next year. And she's also inbred.
Yeah.
So her father is Star Julien, and her mother is a daughter of Krak Julien. Yeah.
A bomb.
Yeah. Nice pigeon. Yeah.
Very nice one.
Yeah. And again, a bit of white.
Yeah.
Inbred. Yeah. Yeah, nice pigeon. And then I show you a third. This is a granddaughter of Krak Julien. also together with Star Julien, one of my basic leaders, and she flew on shorter distance top. I think she flew the second out of Vierzon, out of 400 pigeons. Then she flew the 70th national of Thule, and then on the last Châteauroux, which is 430 kilometers, she was the second national zone and the 11th national of the whole of Belgium. Yeah.
Again, same quality,
Yeah.
same very strong pigeons,
Yeah.
very strong pigeons.
Yeah. I think this one I will keep more for the 600, 700 races. The other hand more for the 800, 900.
Yeah, I think so.
She's a bit more heavier. Yeah. Like on the mother side, there is some speed, middle distance in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But also, she flew. The 11th national Châteauroux was won at 1,000 meters. Yeah, you cannot
No.
hold them. Yeah, you
No
cannot
one.
hold them. Yeah.
A very nice one.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. And again, they always have a lot of white backs, or then I have white toenails. I have also pigeons with here white back. The white is coming back again a bit more. Because I inbred a lot, I think this is coming back. Yeah. Alright. So these were my 3 main pigeons.
So Yuri, thank you very much for showing us the pigeons and sharing with
You're
us some secrets.
Yeah.
I think we all has to learn a little bit. Every day a little bit,
Yeah.
every day a little bit.
Yeah.
And that was our video from Yuri home about his system of selecting pigeons and about his best pigeons from 2022. If you are not subscribing yet in our channel, you can do it very easy.
Yeah.
And if you like to help us, share this video with your friends, and then our work will be seen by more people, and we will learn together.
Okay, thank you very much.
Greetings from Belgium.
Greetings. Bye bye.